Yard once again. We're here with my cousin, me, and Bennett, my little brother. Yeah. All right, we're changing it up a little bit. So today we're gonna be teaching you how to do 10 tricks, dirt jump tricks. So you're gonna have to get some air time. They're gonna be ranging from beginner tricks, like your first tricks, like easy, simple tricks like one-handers to no-handers. So easy to beginner to intermediate, basically. So enough talking, and let's get right into it. The first basic trick we're gonna learn is the one-hander. This is the most simple trick you'll get. And we have my cousin here, Max, and he's just learning them. So hopefully these techniques will work live action. So basically, you're just gonna want to go off the jump. You're gonna want to find a jump that you're comfortable on, getting air time. You can do it on basically anything, like really small jumps or really big jumps. So like minimum like 2 feet, a foot. I don't know, with plastic ramps you can do them on. So you're basically gonna want to loosen up that hand. You can start off just like that to getting it off just a little bit. I start off just like that, and then you can get all steezy like way out here. We'll show you some stuff. We'll teach him how live action. So yeah, let's go. So the one-hander, pretty self-explanatory. Not much to it. Just take it off. Just little steps. That's all it is. That's all it is. Basically, that's all it is with all these tricks. Little steps. All right. Next trick, the one-footer. This one, you just have to figure out what foot you take off. Most of us take off their front foot. You can, I don't know, you can experiment with that. Maybe on the ground. Just figure out what foot you take off. So yeah, front foot I think is usually the foot you take off. And the weird thing about this one, for me at least, is when you drop the foot, this foot goes down and kind of sketches me out, but it's not even that bad in the air. Just takes time like all the other tricks. Take it off a little bit. You can just start off as little bit, and then get it nice and steezy.
Yeah, so basically you just want to take it out and just keep fitting it out and putting it out until you can get it like real big.
Next trick, T-bog. This trick number 3. So once you get the one-hander dialed, and you have to get him back here, so nice and dialed, start with a T-bog, just tapping the frame. I just started, because it's like bringing out here. Just tap the frame, maybe turn the bars, then you can tap the seat. That's a little farther. That's all it is. And then you can start turning the bars, getting nice and steezy. Grab the seat instead of tapping it, and then get nice and nosedived and get all steezy. And just small steps, just like all the other tricks. That's all I'm gonna say. Next trick is an ET, but I'm not the biggest fan of these and not too good. I mean, it's a basic trick. I can do them, but these guys are better and they'll explain it better. So hand it over to these fools.
Alright, so pretty much what you want to do with an ET is you have to find the right jump to do it on and have enough air time. So you just want to go off the lip and pretty much you just want to pedal in the air. But you could start off with like a half pedal in the air, and then you can start off like going off like bigger jumps and doing like a full rotation.
Yeah, it's not really hard. All you have to do is just like, it's mostly mental, because it's just, you're not taking any limbs off, so you just gotta pedal. And it's not really that much skill, so that's basically it.
So next trick, the no footer. This one's also, it's getting a little trickier, taking both your feet off, but basically all you're gonna want to do, go off the jump straight as possible, and then don't like jump into it or anything. Just take them off, just chill, and bring them right back on. Just like missing your feet isn't that bad, because you can just ride on your seat out. But like say you miss your hands if you're doing like a no-hander, you're gonna fall. But like if you miss your feet, it's not as bad. So take them off, bring them back, and you have the pedals, but you can also just grip the cranks. I'll show you. Take them off, whatever. You can just, like instead of going right to pedals, you can go to cranks. You have that whole area. And like I said, see if you miss the feet, you can ride out on your seat. If you miss your hands, you're literally gonna eat your stem. So, pretty easy trick. And then that could go into like Superman's no foot cannons, that kind of stuff, which I can't do. But, same thing. Trick, the tire grab. This one, instead of bringing the hand this way, you're gonna want to bring it to the front and grab the front tire. But not grab it, just let it go right through your hands. But it's a little sketchier because the one-hander, usually you kind of keep your body in the same position, but you're gonna want to bring your bike to you this time. Still not that hard. Once you have those tricks, you should get this one pretty easy. It'll take a couple tries. Pretty basic. Trick is the X-Up. This one is good for learning bar spin stuff. Still a thing I can't do, but so basically you're gonna wanna lean back a bit. I can do them on the enduro bike just a bit. I use my dirt jumper most of the time, but all you're gonna want to do is lean back. You don't have to pinch because you're not letting your hands off like you would in a bar spin, but lean back so the handlebar doesn't hit you. Get back, X up, bring it back, and with a dirt jumper, you got to make sure your feet don't hit. 'Cause sometimes the front tire will hit your foot and you'll get all messed up. But you can start off small, obviously, and then bring it all the way around and click it. It's basic, easy stuff. Trick is the tuck no hander. This one is getting a little bit more complicated. Not really, a little bit just more, I don't know, harder, I guess. So I'm using the dirt jumper for this because it's just a lot easier to throw on a smaller bike. I know all of you, not everyone has a dirt jumper or smaller bike, but if you do, it's just a lot easier to learn them on. You can take them to the bigger bike, just a bit harder. But all you're gonna want to do, throw the bars in your lap so they don't spin or don't move or whatever. Some people like to pinch their frame so the bars don't move anymore, but honestly, that doesn't happen for me at least. I just toss it in, put your hands out, you can obviously start small, just toss it. It's all a mental game, literally. I would always tuck and just take one hand off. Your bars will not move, I promise. If you have it tucked in your lap, they won't move. Tuck and just take them off. It's pretty easy. It's just all a mental game for me. It took me like 30 tries, just going up in the air, just putting it in, just taking one hand off. Just take them both off. Just send it. That's all it is. Also, which I forgot to say, you're gonna want to bring the bike to you. You do not want to go to the bike because then you're gonna get really sketchy. So bring the bike to you. Just right off the lip. Just keep the bike going up that surface. So like right up the steepness and just bring it right into your lap. That's all it is. Bring the bike to you. Just pro tip. Next trick is the 1 foot can. So after you get your 1 foot dialed, then all you have to do for this trick is start bringing your foot up instead of out. I just learned these the other day. They're really simple to learn. Like, my little brother's been doing these for a lot longer than me. So all you're gonna want to do, bring it up, bring it up. I can't even do big ones. You're not gonna see anything crazy. But bring it up, bring it over, and you can do 1 foot can landers. Those are pretty easy to start off with. And that's basically it. Just bring it up nicely, bring it over, and then kick it out this big. Sick stuff like that. Last trick is the SUI, the suicide no-hander. This one, I actually learned before a lot of those. I don't know why, I just did. It just took me so long. You just have to go up the jump. You have to have some air time for this one, like more than probably the other ones. You have to be comfortable on it too. So you want to go straight as a pencil, just like the no-footer and most of the tricks actually. But straight, real straight. This one, you gotta have your seat a little higher. I mean, the enduro bikes or trail bikes, whatever, your seat should probably be in a good position already. Good one. And just wanna push the bike forward almost a little bit because you want to have your knees locked in here nicely. And also, you're gonna want to wear knee pads for this, just better because you have more protection. Not because it hurts, but it's just better for gripping it. I don't know, it's just easier to pinch. Get a good pinch. Just start going off the lip, pinching. Do that like 10 times. Just going, pinch. And then start to let go. Just like any other trick, small. And you get them nice and steezy. And then, I can't do it, but like some pros do them, how you really want them in the end to look like straight back. I'll put a clip in, pro, doing a SUI. But, that's all. And you can take those anywhere because they're pretty simple, but that's about it. If you want any in-depth tutorials on any of these tricks, comment down below and I'll let you know. There, yeah. So that's all, and hope you enjoyed the video.